Yes, it is. Go.
Hi.
Hello.
This is a really long update.
Within 10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes, yes.
We have not had internet for like the last 3 days, so sorry, we are not abandoning you.
4th day without a video update.
Just been
Okay,
really
sure.
busy.
There's room. Come on onto the camera.
Yes, you can.
More people. Cammy, I'll wait.
And so Sunday we had church at White Inch Center with White Inch Church of Scotland, and that was just incredible.
It was a
The
great
presence
day.
of God was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Yes. And to worship with our brothers and sisters here in Scotland, it's really cool because we're all on the same page.
I got
And it's a real
to
blessing.
work with the children during Sunday church with Emily. And then some of them went with the encounter group like we had for Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, Jessie and I went in and I got to share a testimony, and she talked a little bit. We just talked about God's faithfulness because it's been so much in our life. And it's been really neat. I know I talked a lot about, before I came to Scotland, I was talking a lot about being interested in seeing the same God move in a different culture. And man, He is the same God. And He expresses a lot the same way. As it has been very interesting to get to see that.
So later on Sunday, we finished up, or we had our next to last day of Holiday Club.
It was Monday was the last day of holiday.
Yeah, Sunday we had very, very few kids. In my group, we had 3. When the days before, we had closer to 15, 20. It was a very small group we had on Sunday.
But it was good. It always is.
It was.
We had a very
Monday.
relaxing day on Sunday.
Yeah. Monday was amazing.
Last day of Holiday Club was just
Yes,
awesome.
it was a good attendance on kids.
It was sad. I missed them already.
So you want to sort of explain what happened right before that happened?
Yeah, I do.
That day was great.
That was really cool because there was a bunch of our team that were hurting, like Jessica's foot and Willie's ankle.
Willie sprained his ankle playing
Everyone
football.
was hurt.
Yeah, everybody was.
Yeah.
pretty
I was
much.
pretty
beat up.
severely injured. I brought a new meaning to the thought of encounter.
On her foot, top of the foot, yeah.
And my whole
Yeah, Willie encountered the ground. And so did I. We all encountered the ground that day.
Yeah.
Was it all from playing football? To my understanding.
I wasn't
For Willie.
playing football,
For
and
Willie
I
it was
have bruises, but anyways, that's okay. We loved the kids. We got to go to a giant playground on Saturday, so that was
y'all
pretty
heard
darn
about that.
awesome.
You heard
that
about
was
that.
great.
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So
But
Monday
anyway.
we started praying for everybody who was kind of beat up. And
This
for
was
Carrie, he was kind of
This was in between encounter and our holiday club in the afternoon.
Yeah.
yes. And one of the women who's a volunteer at White Inch at the center, and she does a lot of work with the church as well.
Right.
Well, she's been having this really bad back for the last couple of years, and so, but she's not saved yet. But it's really cool because we started praying for her, and God healed her back, and she had like 3 years of back pain. Like, yes, do that again. It's really good.
Like that.
There we go.
Carrie's arms.
Yeah. And it just really stunned her, and she got the goosebumps and all that, and she was just praising God.
That is so
Yes.
exciting.
Everybody that got prayed for that day got healed.
Yep.
Yep. It was really cool.
This
True
is a
story.
good day.
And we also prayed for our team members to have the heart of fathers and the heart of mothers, and so that the father's heart of God would be revealed to these kids. And I kept watching for the outpouring of that.
Great.
And it was great. Everybody said they felt different about the kids. The kids were very snuggly.
And
It
the
was,
kids
if
were
you-
watching out for other kids.
If
like-
you were there, you had all of the leaders, and they either had kids right next to them or in their lap.
Yeah.
There was not a leader that was just off to the side without.
Yeah,
being with
everyone
the
was
kids.
like one big family. It was the last day, so it was nice to see that.
It was a great day.
It was very special. And then
Tuesday was the day I was walking with a bunch of people who got lost. I was never lost at one time or another.
Yeah, whatever.
I knew I was in Glasgow. I was in Scotland. As long as I didn't leave, we're good.
Yeah, we did stay. Thank you very much. Thank you. We did stay inside Scotland.
Yes.
We didn't make it to London.
We're going to go outside Scotland.
That was interesting. We kept on going to the next bus stop and finally just started asking people, and we eventually were able to get around to the right spot.
We did like one of those things where you go along to the next spot and then there's a hint to get to the next spot.
Pretty much.
That's what yesterday was.
And there was a lot of prayer going on for y'all too,
Yes.
because
It was great.
yeah, we just kept asking the Father.
Our phone died too.
Yeah, the phones we couldn't communicate. We got on different buses, and
In another country you're not used to, you're lost
it was a great adventure
without a cell phone.
Yes,
That's hard.
but a really cool thing that happened on one of the tour buses.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Listen closely.
Listen, yeah. One of the tour guides got to talking with Carrie and I. There was two women tour guides, and one of them got to telling us that she had been wrestling with her brothers a few years back, about 3 years ago, and her left eye socket was broken in half.
Oh my gosh.
It totally separated. And she'd only gotten some of her vision back, but the top part of her vision in the corner was completely blurry, and she hadn't seen out of it ever since the accident. And so we just asked if we could pray for her. So we got to lay hands on her face and on her eyes, and we prayed, and she got some sight, and it was still kind of blurry, and we just kept praying and pressing into the kingdom like God says for us to do. And within less than 5 minutes, she just stopped and she pulled back from us, and she went, "That's just crazy. That's just amazing." She goes, "I can completely see out of this eye. That's crazy." And so the woman that was with her said, "Oh, you have the gift then?" And I said, No. It's just that God wants to use people to pour His love through to other people. And He just wants people to know that He loves them.
That whole story is at the blogspot, right?
Yeah, it's on there now.
West Texas wildfire.blogspot.com. It's there.
Yeah,
Check it
and
out.
so the finishing of that story is that the woman who asked about, have a gift or whatever, and she goes, "Well, I would like to take you home with me because I have an uncle who has MS." And so I just said, "Well, put your hands up." So we just put our hands pressed together, and we just prayed for her to receive the same healing that God gives to anybody, and that she could go home and lay hands on her Uncle Robert, and God would heal him through her. It's really cool. Yeah. Yay, God. Yay, Jesus. Yay.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then while they were out doing all that stuff, we missed
doing
it.
Incredible things.
Me and Eden got to go to the city mission, and we just work with homeless people. And I tell you, there's some amazing artists within them. They have some crazy stories. One man pretty much learned the entire history of the United States in one conversation from us. I mean, it was phenomenal, and we figured out that we are excellent sandwich makers.
Hey, that's
Woo!
exciting.
Now they're calling in line.
That is a gift of serving.
Yes. Oh, and do you just want to start off today?
Yeah, real briefly today.
We went team hugging again.
And we have Cammie to talk about
This is
team
Cammie.
hugging.
Hugging with Pop.
Go ahead and tell about
Oh, that's
because he has a great,
that's great.
couple of great stories too, about like the man you talked to and
Right, the man I hugged someone, and then this man was asking that he was asking me what, because two other people were holding up sorry signs. He was asking me what do they mean, and I tried to give my best explanation, and he understood quite well. But he just told me that he was an atheist, and he recently turned to Christianity, which I thought was quite cool. But he said he didn't know why he was still alive, because he was close to death 3 times. And I was just saying, I was talking to him, and he just asked to pray for him, so I was praying for him. And he said, "Thank you so much, and I would like to come to your church." So I said, I gave him the address and said, "You're welcome round any time you can." And he says, "Oh, I know that church, because my doctor's just up the street." So, and it's quite cool. I thought it was amazing.
Yes.
And we got to split this up into a 2-part video. We'll be right back.